Welcome to my MRD Voice Tech Recorder channel. Today I starting recording voice. The author name is Ravinder Singh. The book name is Can Love Happen Twice? Now let's start. The chapter name is Fun. Dusk had fallen when Amardeep walked out of the exit gate of the busy Chandigarh airport. A chilly winter welcomed him for the very first time to the city beautiful. The evening was even more beautiful for it was Valentine's Day. Love was in the air and red was the color everywhere. The temperature must have been close to 4 degrees. Adding to the winter chill was the cool breeze which was blowing that evening, compelling the just arrived passengers to pull out their jackets, enjoying the initial few moments. Amardeep let his body feel and embrace the cold surrounding him, but he could not bear it for long. Soon he pulled out his jacket and zipped it up till his neck. The foggy breath that he exhaled was visible. It was that cold. At the exit door, the constant announcements, the honking taxis, the crazy relatives, and the masses of passengers all made the place cha- chaotically noisy. A few taxi drivers had begged Amardeep, offering him a paid ride. Amid the hustle-bustle of getting a passenger, one of the drivers almost lifted his bag and asked, "कित्थे जाना पाजी?" Amardeep quickly retailed by snatching his luggage back from him. With this gesture, he signed his disagreement to take a cab. He then made his way out of the gathering. In one hand, he had his favorite economic Times and a half-filled water bottle, while in the other he had the handle of his wheeled bag, which he rolled in tandem with his walk. He walked up till the parking lot, where there was not much of a crowd. The place was calm. Underneath a row of tall lamp posts there stood scores of cars. Amardeep pressed his back against the bonnet of the first car in the series. By then the exposed part of his body had turned cold. He placed the newspaper on the bonnet and put the water bottle over it to prevent it from flying off with the wind. Looking here and there in search of someone, he rubbed his cold palm against each other and breathed out a puff of warm air to warm them up. Second later, he pulled out his cell phone from the pocket of his jeans and switched it on to make a call. "Yes, I'm at the parking lot," he said, and kept describing the whereabouts of the place he was at until a black Santro stopped right in front of him. "Ramji!" shouted someone as the door of the car opened. It was the nickname with which Amardeep had been baptized during his college days, and it still hadn't left him. His friend Happy and Manpreet had come out of the car to embrace Amardeep, a round of warm greetings, and smile occupied the next few minutes. It was nostalgic for them to meet each other after so long. The last time they had been together was during their first reunion, which had happened almost 5 years back. Maybe that's why they couldn't help themselves from celebrating this moment with a long, melodramatic hug. It might have been visual for others to watch the three guys hugging each other on a Valentine's Day evening. The headlines on the fluttering economic time under the Half-filled bottle over the bonnet of the car behind them reads, Delhi High Court finally does away with Section 377, homosexuality now legal in India. Moments later, while Happy dumped Amardeep's luggage in the rear of the car, Amardeep took the back seat and relaxed. Happy started the vehicle and Manpreet turned off the music system to enable further conversation. They talked to each other for a while as Happy drove the car out of the airport towards the city. After a drive of some 15 kilometers, Happy stopped the car in front of a local internet cafe. What happened, you probed Manpreet. Nothing much, just a quick email. Happy answered, undoing his seatbelt. Give me 10 minutes and I will be back. Amardeep tried to understand the criticality but then stepped back from asking any questions. He knew Happy's strange nature of giving preferences to little things. In Happy's absence, Manpreet and Amardeep chatted for a while. Happy returned quickly. He didn't even take 10 full minutes. That was fast, Amardeep acknowledged. I told you it's going to be quick. Happy chucked. Without revealing much detail, he started the engine again. Some time passed and gradually they became silent. Happy kept driving. Each of them had the same thought running in his mind, but Happy was first to speak. I'm missing him. No one said anything for a few moments. Then Amardeep put his hand on Happy's shoulder. We will are missing him, and this reunion is for Revin, said Amardeep. He is right, said Manpreet in response. We are here for good. We are here for Revin. Let us cheer for this reason instead of being sad. A ray of hope passed across their faces, giving way to a euphoric smile in addition to a steely resolve that they would help their friend. Happy pressed the accelerator, signaling that he was doing well. Manpreet increased their volume of the music system in the car. A little later, Happy shouted, raised the volume of the song being played, encouraging everyone's mood. Has anyone of us been on a radio channel ever? No, came the responses in unison. Has anyone ever seen what a radio station looks like from inside? Happy's voice roared further. Ha ha ha! No, no, no! Followed the answers again in unison. This time accompanied with laughter. Doesn't matter as long as we are clear about what we are going to do. This one is for Raven. Ho 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 ho. Ho 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 ho. Completed Ramchi. Happy then pointed his finger toward the glove compartment beneath the dashboard of the car and asked Manpreet to open it and look for an envelope. Manpreet found it and picked it up. It was a nicely packed white envelope with the logo of a prominent radio station embossed on the top left corner. Super Hits 93.5 Red FM. Bajate Raho. Inside was an invitation letter which Manpreet opened with twinkling eyes. He lit the roof light of the car and began reading the letter out loud of everyone's shake. This Valentine's Day evening, Super Hits 93.5 Red FM is delighted to host the talk show with the real-life characters of the best-selling and heart-touching true romantic tale of this decade. I too had a love story. We at Super Hit 93.5 FM radio truly consider the love story to be the equivalent of a modern-day Taj Mahal, written by a lover in the memory of his beloved. On this Valentine's Day, we are proud to have on our show Raven, who wrote and shared his love story with us, along with his good friends Happy Amardeep and Manpreet, who are again the real life characters in this book as our guests. So tune into this Valentine's Day special show Raate Baki Baate Baki only on Super Hits 93.0 Red FM, the number one FM station at 9 p.m. To talk to Raven and his friends, to listen to the unsaid stories behind the making of I Too Had a Love Story, and to know what more happens in Raven's and his friends' lives after this book got launched. Highlighted words. At the same moment, somewhere in the silence of the barely visible, foggy night in Shimla, someone is sitting on the staircase in front of his room. There is a row of rooms, and in front of those rooms is a huge lawn. He is wearing a heavy blanket to protect himself from the cold. He has long hair and a beard which he hasn't shaved for months. It appears he is not doing well. He sits still and his gaze is fixed on something he is holding on his hands. There is no one around him. A dead silence persists, and the only audible sound is the sound of the night. Just above his head there is dimly lit yellow bulb under which hangs a word, Rehabilitation Center, Ward Number 4.